Hi everyone, it's Esther again. Welcome to the module about Canada in modern times. And that means the time after the World Wars up until now. We're going to learn about topics like Canada's role in the world, the economy, arts and culture, sports, and science. Today's lesson, we're going to talk about the economy. And we're going to start in your Discover Canada guide from page 24. After World War II ended in 1945, Canada grew economically. Treaties like the General Agreement on Tariffs and Trade, or GATT, were formed. GATT is now the World Trade Organization, or the WTO. Oil was discovered in Alberta in 1947, and this was the start of Canada's modern energy industry. In 1951, for the first time, most Canadians were able to afford enough food, clothing, and housing. So now most Canadians have a very high standard of living, a big reason a lot of people want to live in Canada and become a citizen. Between 1945 and 1970, Canada became a strong nation and traded often with the United States and other countries. The USA is Canada's largest trading partner. Because Canada's economy grew stronger, the government was able to provide more social assistance programs. Remember, in a previous module, we talked about the social safety net. The Canada Health Act is part of this, and it helps all Canadians access basic health care. There is insurance to help people who have lost their job, and it used to be called unemployment insurance. It's now called employment insurance, or EI. It was started in 1940. Ideas for old age security started in 1927, and the Canada and Quebec pension plans started in 1965. All provinces and territories have publicly funded education. Since we have been talking about how Canada's economy has developed, let's jump ahead in our guide to page 42, where you see the title, Canada's Economy. So Canada has continued to trade with other countries and has a free trade agreement with the United States and Mexico. In 1988, Canada started a free trade agreement with the United States, and Mexico joined in 1994. It was called NAFTA, or the North American Free Trade Agreement. Today, Canada has one of the 10 largest economies in the world and is part of the G7. You probably notice that your guide says Canada is part of the G8, but it is currently the G7. Okay, now we're going to move on to something else. We're going to talk about Canada's three main industries. These industries are called the service industries, manufacturing industries, and natural resources industries. So first, let's look at service industries. This is where more than 75% of Canadians work. There are thousands of different jobs in areas like transportation, education, healthcare, construction, banking, stores, tourism, and the government. Some examples of service jobs are teachers, cleaners, cooks, nurses, engineers, and truck drivers, and that's just some of them. Next, we have manufacturing industries. Manufacturing industries make products to sell in Canada and around the world. Some of those products include paper, high-tech equipment, aerospace technology, cars, machines, food, and clothes. Finally, we have natural resources industries. These include forestry, fishing, agriculture, mining, and energy. And we know from our history lessons that Canada has been a trading nation for hundreds of years. Remember the voyageurs and the fur trade? Well, today Canada's economy still depends on developing natural resources, and these resources are a large percentage of what Canada exports and trades. The economic relationship Canada has with the United States is the largest two-country trading partnership in the world. Over 3/4 of Canada's exports go to the United States, and the transportation of these goods is very well organized. Millions of Canadians and Americans travel across their shared border. It is known as the world's longest undefended border. On page 43 in your guide, you see a photo of the Peace Arch in Blaine, Washington. On it, it says the words, "Children of a common mother." And it also says, "Brethren dwelling together in unity." The word brethren means brothers or like family. This monument really is a symbol of the close ties and common interests of the Canadian and American people. It's always good to have an understanding of the economy because it affects all of us, no matter where we work or live. Please do check the resources and links area of this module for some videos and links that I've posted for you to learn more about the Canadian economy. Okay, see you again soon and have a great day.